Today we're going to be making hollandaise without lemon or a blender. For this recipe, you will need egg yolks, butter, white wine vinegar, and cayenne pepper. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required. So let's get started with how to make hollandaise. The first step is to fill a small saucepan with a small amount of water. To ensure that you haven't put too much in, set the bowl you'll be using to mix the sauce over the saucepan to ensure the water is not touching. Bring the water to a bare simmer over low heat. Make sure it doesn't boil. Meanwhile, vigorously whisk your egg yolks in a heat-proof bowl until they start to thicken and turn pale yellow in color. Whisking the eggs initially off the heat sets you up for success immediately, as you're more likely to start to curdle them if you haven't whisked them first. Then, place the bowl over the simmering water and whisk the yolks until they begin to warm up and thicken slightly. Then, toss in a pat of cold butter. To ensure that you make a stable emulsion, take your time adding the butter and do most of it off heat unless you need to warm the sauce a bit. Make sure you have your butter cut into pieces before you start making the hollandaise. By the way, if you're finding this recipe helpful, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find my videos and I would really appreciate it. Take the bowl off of the heat occasionally if you're worried about it getting too hot and risking the eggs curdling. Make sure to whisk constantly and wait until one piece of butter has been completely incorporated into the sauce before adding another. This will ensure that you get a strong and stable emulsion. Once all of your butter is incorporated, stir in a bit of cayenne pepper for just a kick of heat. Then it's time to add your vinegar. If you want to make hollandaise without lemon, white wine vinegar makes a fine substitute. Hollandaise with vinegar tastes just as good, and it's sure to please everyone you serve it to. Finish your sauce with a little bit of salt to taste. Then you're ready to serve it in any way that you choose. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!